Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Life, Beauty, and Inspiration. It is your girl, Keemah.G. Who else would it be? I am back this week with a video. It has been about 3 weeks that passed by that I put out a video. And let me tell you why. I know I said that I was going to be consistent, but this is the journey. And I'm just going to be transparent and explain to you guys why I haven't been consistent with my videos. But I have been consistent with content. So you could always check me out on my website or on Instagram. But as for the videos, when I first relaunched this brand and this platform, I once again was trying to do 10,000 things at once. And my reality is that I'm building this platform solely by myself. And when you're building something by yourself, you have to pace yourself. You have to do one thing at a time, master it, and then after, add something else. So I said to myself when I was trying to juggle, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have this person come and sit down and talk with, I'm going to do this. I said, no, Key, let's just relaunch by starting to put one written post out a week. Let's try and do that and be consistent. And I have been consistent. So I said, once I'm consistent with that and that's flowing, you know, more easily for me, I will add something else on. And then as time goes by and the brand begins to build, I just pray and hope that God will send me somebody to help me to execute all these visions and creative ideas that I have in my head. But this is what the journey is about. The journey is really about self-awareness and sometimes checking yourself and sometimes saying, I haven't honored my word. And that's exactly what I wanted to tell you guys before I got started on this video. But either way, I have learned to master putting out at least once a week a written post, and I've been consistent with that. So now I'm going to add on the videos. So definitely, as always, thank you for hanging on. Stay tuned. And if you have just come, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because more will be coming your way. Anyways, today's video is about friends. I think I made a video before about friendships. I think it was titled, Were We Really Friends, or something like that. And that's when I was just getting started in YouTube, and I was so anxious when I was doing my videos. And sometimes I still do get very, very anxious and start rumbling at a mile a minute. But either way, as I continue to do these videos, I'll get better and better and better. But I was a little hesitant to do anything that had to do with friends, just because, once again, me being myself and learning to just not try and watch out for everybody. I am always vigilant or trying to be mindful about how people will take it. People that I used to talk to or whatever. But I'm starting to learn, like, if you want to share your journey, girl, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to speak about your experience. But before, and whether people get offended or not, that's none of your business. You know what I'm saying? You just have to do it with respect. So that was that's where I was when it came to this topic. I felt like this was a great topic. I was thinking about it the other night as I was sitting on my bed, because I be loving my bed. I was sitting on my bed and I said, why was there such a big shift in my friends? Like, I literally went from these friends to now these friends, and let me tell you, that circle got really, really, really small. Ever since I started to improve on certain things and really evolve as a person, my circle and friends completely changed. So I thought to myself, why does this happen? And I said, and I used to beat myself up about it before, especially in the beginning process. I'll give you a small story. I remember one time, right after my grandmother had passed, me and one of my close friends, yeah, my close friends, yeah, I'll say that. She was my close friend, and I remember we got into a disagreement. And I was just like, right when I actually put in the work to start healing and really working on myself, this girl's telling me she don't know how to deal with me when I'm mourning and grieving. I said, Lord have mercy. I said to myself, God, what is this? And I would get down. And I would be like, why? I'm actually working on myself, and things look like they're just going berserk. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's really good? And as the years went on, I start to understand more why that happens. Based on my own journey, I have come to the conclusion that there's 3 reasons as to why your circle of friends change when you evolve. The first reason is because they're not evolving and you are. And this is sometimes an uncomfortable feeling on both parts, not just on the person that's evolving versus the person that is stuck. No, you know, it's an uncomfortable feeling for both. And I'm not speaking about evolving in a way where, oh, well, I opened a business now, so because you haven't opened a business, I can't mess with you anymore. Or because I'm getting married and you're still in a relationship, that we're on two different paths. I'm not talking about that bullshit. Okay, I'm not speaking about that. Excuse my language. I'm speaking about when you're working on becoming the best version of yourself, but that other person is comfortable in toxicity. That's what I'm speaking about. Sometimes those relationships can't remain connected because you're operating at a different frequency. You know what I'm saying? Even if we're growing and we're not going to be growing on the same path, because my path and the other person's path is not the same thing. But if we're both growing, that's fine. But if we're both at different parts of our evolution journey or self-development journey, whatever you want to call it, that's fine too. But the point of the matter is that we're growing. That's the most important thing, that we're growing. But if one is still living in toxic behaviors while the other one is trying to heal and grow from all of the shit that is keeping them in those toxic behaviors, it's impossible for you to continue to have a connection with the person, because there's going to be nothing that you guys could relate to. And we all know that connection is built through relation, and if we can't relate, then we can't connect. The second reason why your friends begin to change as you evolve is because you're no longer broken. When you're broken and people are aware that you're broken, people benefit off your brokenness. So before, how they could act with you and behave with you is no longer existent, because you're not operating from a broken part of you. You're operating from a healed part of you. So sometimes when you reintroduce that not even when you reintroduce, when you introduce that healed version of yourself to them, they don't know how to receive that. They don't know how to connect with that, because before they were connecting only off your brokenness. This is why you can no longer be friends, because some people only want you around in their circle because your brokenness benefits them. So that's why the friendship can't work, plain and simple. And the final reason why I realized that relationships change as you evolve, it's because you know your worth. Knowing your worth is not going to make you stay bonded to a relationship that's one-sided. You're not going to tolerate disrespect. You know what I'm saying? You're not just going to allow anything to happen just to have somebody around because you struggle with loneliness, or you struggle with feelings of inadequacy, or you want to have a place where you belong. You know where you belong. You know your gifts and your talents and what you bring to the table. And because you're learning your worth, you're starting to understand the people that don't value your worth. So in that stance, you will begin to make different changes, and you will want to connect with people who actually appreciate, love, and respect you. You know what I'm saying? Many times when we're broken and unhealed and we're just stuck in our toxic behaviors and we're fighting with our past, we are not going to attract anything positive. We're going to attract negative things around us that resemble what we're going through. I'm telling you, the moment I started to really realize, I'm like, nah, Key, like, you deserve to be treated better than that. You deserve to be honored better than that. That's the moment when I started to attract people who knew how to love me, who knew how to respect me, who didn't take advantage of me. You understand? Who understood that I have a soft heart and a big mouth, and they were just like, you know what? I respect her heart. I don't really understand her mouth sometimes, but I could work with that, you know? But you get what I'm saying. How you operate when you are broken and unhealed is not the same how you're going to operate when you're healed and you're evolving and you're growing. So as you grow, everybody else either grows alongside of you on their own path, or you're going to connect with people that are going to grow and are growing in their own direction. These are the 3 reasons why I realized why my circle of friends changed. And while I do still have friends that I've had for 20 plus years, there's a lot of people that I no longer speak to like I used to speak to. And like I said in the beginning, it doesn't take away the love that I have for them. It's just that the connection is no longer there. And when these changes in relationships began to happen in my life, At first I tried to resist it, but the more I resisted is the more it was dramatic. And then when I just finally let go and I just said, you know what, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shouldn't have to be like this. Relationships are not complicated. People are. Like, people are the complicated ones. And I'm not living in that energy anymore. So I just let it be. And whatever flowed my way, flowed my way. And whatever flowed away, flowed away. What I know now and what I'm learning now is that for every season of your life, there will be people, you know, and everybody you meet that you come into contact with is helping you to grow into the person that you're becoming. Whether you want to see it like that or not, and as much as people said that to me, or one person in particular told me that years ago, it's really true. I learned so much from him. And I'm sure he could say he learned a few things from me. Many things from me. And I learned so much from him. But the thing is that maybe we just weren't meant to be in that time. Maybe the timing was off. But the fact of the matter is that it made me into a stronger version of myself. I unveiled a stronger version of myself. So I don't have any regrets. I really don't have any regrets. Did I have frustrations at certain times? Of course. You know what I'm saying? Did I have a little bit of anger? Of course. Did I lose a little bit of respect? Of course. But I do not ever take away the fact that that experience taught me so much. So I'm learning to let whatever come, see it as it is, learn from it. And if it grows for a lifetime, it grows for a lifetime. If it comes as a season, it comes as a season. If it comes as a reason, it comes as a reason. And I'm perfectly fine with that. But I do know for sure, 110%, if you are sitting there and wondering, I'm beginning to make changes, I'm healing, I'm evolving, I'm growing as a person, and I feel like everything is just changing. There is a big shift. A shift in friendship, a shift in how I respond, and you name it. If you see that shift in your friendships, it's happening for a reason. And these could be a few reasons why it's happening. So either way, you're gonna have to find your own reason, but I just want to share that with you guys to support you guys on your own journey. So, as always, stay fly, stay fabulous, stay godly, stay prayed up, stay all the way up, and have yourselves a great day.